I am so happy that I stuck with this book, and it's all because of you, because you said it's an amazing book. I got halfway through it and I thought, I'm not that into it. I'm not that into these characters. I keep getting two of the characters completely confused. I stuck with it and it was worth it. It was so worth it. We are talking Beartown. We are talking my second Fredrik Backman book. I am so thrilled that I read it, and I didn't think I was going to say that. So if you are like me and you started this book or you're going to start the book, hold on. It is worth the ride. Don't give up on it. That is my words of wisdom. What are we talking about here? We are talking about 432 pages. It is long. And like I said, halfway through, I was getting two of the guys confused. Please let me know that I am not the only person that this happened to. I was going crazy. The two coaches, David and Peter, I kept getting them confused. When they would come up, I'm like, wait, is David the one with the family? Is Peter the one? I don't know why. I don't know what happened. And yeah, I listened to it. So maybe if I would have been reading it, I wouldn't have gotten as confused as I did. Yes, I got really confused until about halfway through when I found their voices. I have to say that I feel bad for every author who's not Jodi Picoult, because when I'm reading books like hers, and this one is a book like she would do, I compare and I'm like, God, Jodi does such a better job with the voices of her characters. I feel like I know them. I feel like by the end of the book, I could be them. And with him, and he's amazing, I have to work a little bit harder. That's what I'm going to say. I have to work a little bit harder to get into the characters. Let's talk about this book, because you know what? This book this was like a Jodi book to me. Fredrik hit on so many topics. It's not just about date rape, but let me be clear about that. It is a lot about date rape. And if you are sensitive to that, if it is a trigger for you, I would hesitate. He dives deep into it. I saw that they took it off a lot of lists. Like, it used to be on some high school lists and they took it off. It is so deep. It is something that I think teenagers should talk about, for sure. I was a teenager. I put myself in situations that, looking back, I should not have put myself into. It's not a conversation that we used to have with our mom, and that I'm not even sure I had well enough with my daughters. It's about putting yourself in bad situations. I was at parties where I was high and drunk, not in a good place. That's where Maya, the 15-year-old girl, finds herself. Not in a good place, where no means no. It's a he said, she said. You never want to be in a position where it's your word against another person's. Even as an adult, we have to deal with this, but especially as a 15-year-old girl who really didn't understand the situation that she had gotten herself into. Her parents are Peter, who I finally found a voice of halfway through, who is the coach of a hockey team. This is Beartown. It is a fictional hockey town in Sweden, small town. Everybody knows everybody. Hockey is the most important thing. All the guys are hockey players. All the men seem like they have to do with hockey in one form or another, either the dad of a hockey player or a coach. David and Peter are both coaches. Peter is married to Kira, who is a lawyer. Their daughter, Maya, is the girl that does get raped. And then she has a best friend, Anna, who I loved. I don't want to repeat myself, but I want to express that the topics that Fredrik covered just were so deep, and he did such an amazing job with them. I love when they take a story and take a book like this and make it about so much more than just one topic. So we have the date rape, and that plays out. Other topics that he covers bullying, huge. And you know, it's really interesting. When we were being mocked, I don't even know what you would call it. These days, it would definitely be called bullying. The mocking that we did and that we absorbed as children today, I don't think would ever be allowed in grade school, middle school. I'm really happy about that. This book was written in 2017. The hockey team, they mock each other, they bully each other. It's hard to listen to, but then you know that not only did my children have to withstand it, I withstood it. There's a part of you that says, well, did it make me a better person? If you think that way, don't. It does not. It does not make you a better person. I know for years I thought, well, it made me who I am, right? No, it made me not happy about who I was. Mocking and bullying is never good. Never, ever, ever good. And I know when it first came up and I had to watch my children go through it, that's when I got a different, I was like, whoa. I used to kind of think, oh, well, I withstood all that bullying. I mean, didn't that make me who I am? But watching them and seeing them have to do it, I was like, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. But I couldn't stop it. Those parents also feel like they don't know how to prevent their children from going through it, even though they want to stop it too. So we have date rape, bullying. It gets into racism, sexuality, relationships, not just with friends, because I told you Maya and Anna are like the major friendship, but it gets into the boys on the hockey team, their friendship. This book goes deep into all of those relationships. And for that, I have to say, his book was amazing. Don't give up. Don't give up on it. Yes, it starts off slow. Yes, he's trying to get you into the characters. I get that. But I think he could have done it in less words. Then I would have been a little bit happier about it. I wish the first half were less words, and then the major focus of the second half was absolutely perfect. I'm going to give you my favorite line. And that is another thing Fredrik is so good with. I looked them up. I was writing them down. I was not the only person who came up with this list. I saw many of you say that these were your favorite lines also. The parents and their parenting of their sons and daughters, he did perfectly. Their struggle on how to help their children. Where is the line? How much should we be helping them? And when they do get into trouble, how much guilt do we absorb? Let me just give you the line and then we'll talk. It doesn't take a lot to be able to let go of your child. It takes everything. If that, spoken from a 56-year-old woman, my youngest son will be turning 18 this week. I have 6 children. It is just as painful as when my oldest child turned 18 and I felt like I couldn't protect him anymore. And I had 2 sons go through the service, and I have a daughter who has 3 children. I have 10 grandchildren, and it never, ever gets easy. I keep thinking, oh no, like 18, that's like the end. Well, my other children have taught me that 18 is only the beginning. Only the beginning of motherhood. Only the beginning of sleepless nights when you can't help them. At least when they were little and they were babies, I could help them when they cried. I could help them feel better. As adults, we can't help them feel better. And these parents, when it came to the date rape and what the whole town went through because of it, and knowing that they couldn't do anything that had to stop something that had already happened, and they couldn't help their children not hurt. And for that, I just applaud him. I bow down to you, Fredrik. It was amazing. So I want your thoughts. I know you guys have read this. You've told me to read it, so I know you've read it. What do you think about what I've said? Does anything hit with you? Do you have anything else to add that I didn't cover with this? I tried to hit everything that I could without giving away too much. The date rape part, I'm not giving away because it's everywhere. Everybody knows that that's what this book is about. Hopefully it's made into a movie. They are trying to make it into a movie. No success yet. Who knows? Maybe when movies start getting made again, maybe we will get some of these books made into movies, which I can't wait for. So thank you so much for watching. Please like if you enjoyed my book review. Please subscribe if you have not already. Until my next video.